Okay, so with this concept in mind, let's solve some exercise. The first one says, determine the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line y equals 1 over 3x minus 5 and passes through point minus 1, comma 3. Okay, so the first thing to notice is that we are asked to determine the equation of the perpendicular line to this one. Okay, so we are given one line and we need to find the one that is perpendicular to this one and passes through this point. Okay, so two things. By this statement saying that we need to find a line that is perpendicular to this, it means that we are just looking at the slope and we need to find the slope that will be perpendicular to this one. And then we're given a point because if you have a point and the slope, you can get the line equation. Okay, so let's write down what we have. We have the line that is equal to 1 over 3x minus 5 and the point minus 1, comma 3. Okay, so for this, the slope is 1 over 3. And again, remember that we said that for perpendicular lines, one has to have the slope of m and the other one have to be 1 minus 1 over m. Okay, so in this case, we have 1 over 3, which means that the perpendicular line should be minus 1 over the entire m, 1 over 3, right? Follow me. Here m is 1/3, and to get the perpendicular m, we get minus 1 over the m that we are given, right? And the m that we're given is 1 over 3. So we put 1 over 3 in the denominator. Okay? So here, this is minus 3. Why? Because this 1 multiplies with this 3, and this 1 is at the same time divided by 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Is equal to minus 3. Okay, so the line that is perpendicular to this line has a slope of minus 3. Okay, so now let's write down how the equation of the line goes. It goes y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Okay, so y minus, what is y1? Well, it will be the y coordinate of the point that touches, right? In this case, will be 3 equals to m. What is m? Well, of course, the new slope that we calculated because we are writing down the equation of the perpendicular line. So it will be minus 3 times x minus, and x1 will be the x coordinate of the point that is on the line, which is minus 1. Now we fix this equation and end up in y equals to minus 3 plus 1, and this minus 3 goes to the other side as positive, plus 3. Y is equal to minus 3x plus 4. Okay? And this is the equation of the perpendicular line to this one, the original one that we are given. Okay? This is how we calculate perpendicular lines. Okay, let's keep practicing. Let's do the next one. It says determine the equation of the line that is parallel to the line y equals to x minus 4 and passes through point 2, 5. Okay, again, we are given a line here and we are asked to get the parallel line and passes through point 2, 5. Okay, so let's solve this. We are given the line y equals to x minus 4 and passes through point 2, 5. Okay, so in here, the slope is m, is equal to 2. Okay, and remember that they said that for parallel lines, the slope have to be the same. Okay, for these two lines to be parallel, the slope have to be the same. So we need to create a line that has this slope. Okay, so the new line will be y minus y1 equals to m that multiplies x minus x1. Okay, so we just substitute y minus, what is y1? The y coordinate of the point, which is 5, equals to m, and m has to be 2 for this to be parallel, times x minus the x coordinate of the point, which is 2. Okay, and now we arrange this formula, this equation. Y is equal to 2x minus 4 plus 5. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. This is the new equation of the parallel line that passes through point 2, 5. Okay, so this is how we solve for parallel lines. Now let's do the next one. It says determine the equation of the line that is parallel to the line y equals minus 1 over 2x plus 5 plus 2 and passes through point 3, 5. Okay, so again, this is the line that we have to find the parallel one and passes through this point. So let's write down what we are given. Here we have that y equals to minus 1 over 2x plus 2 and passes through 3, 5. The slope here is minus 1 over 2, and we are asked to get the parallel. For a line to be parallel, again, the slope have to be the same. So let's write down the equation. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Y minus y1 is the y coordinate, which is 5, equals to the same slope, which is minus 1 over 2 multiplies by x minus 3. Okay, let's arrange this formula. Y is equal to minus 1/2 times x minus times minus is plus 3/2, and minus 5 goes to the other side as positive. And this ends up being y equals minus 1/2 times x plus 13 over 2. And this is the equation of the parallel line to the one that we are given. Okay, so last exercise in this page, it says determine the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line y equals 3x minus 4 and passes through point 0, 3. Okay, so we are given the line right here. We have to find perpendicular and has to pass through this point. Okay, so let's write down what we have. Y equals to 3x minus 4, and it has to pass through 0, 3. Okay, what is the slope? M is equal to 3. But we are asked to get perpendicular. So the perpendicular slope should be minus 1 over 3. Remember that it should be m and minus 1 over m for these two to be perpendicular. Okay, so let's write down the equation of the new line. Will be y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Y minus 3 equals to, what is the new m? Minus 1 over 3, x minus 0. Let's arrange this equation and we end up with y equals to minus 1 over 3 x plus 3. Okay, so this is the equation of a perpendicular line to the one we are given. So this is how we calculate parallel and perpendicular line with given equations. Okay, so let's move on to the next page.